So the relation between Kp and Kc. To get the relation between Kp and Kc, there must be at least one gaseous component in the reaction. See, if you want to write only Kp, it is applicable only for the gas. Kc, it is applicable for the both liquids as well as the gases. But if you want the relation between Kp and Kc, to get Kp you require one gas, right? So there should be at least one gaseous, either reactant or product, so as to get the relation between these two. Okay? So let us take one example here. 2 moles of A in gaseous condition, 3 moles of B in liquid condition, plus 2 moles of C in the solid condition. It is in equilibrium with 1 mole of D in gaseous condition and plus 1 mole of E in gaseous condition. Okay. How to write Kc? So this is the thing. Products D gaseous, E gaseous power 1 because stoichiometric coefficient is 1. And if you go for this one in the denominator, see this is liquid. This one is the medium where these two are getting reacted. Okay, so this is taken as 1, and A it is taken as A square, and C it is in solid state. So we will take as this one as unity. This is 1 and this one is also 1. So this will be the equation. So what happens? Kc can be written as, instead of brackets means what? Concentration, right? Concentration of D whole power stoichiometric coefficient, concentration of E whole power stoichiometric coefficient, concentration of A whole power square. This can be written in this way or in this way. Suppose if you want to write Kp, for Kp you will not take this one as well as this one. Solids and liquids are not taken into the consideration. What you will be taking? See, partial pressure of D whole power 1, partial pressure of E whole power 1, and partial pressure of A whole power square. Right? This is the first equation. Assume that this is the second equation. Okay. Now if you see, by substituting something like 3, 4, 5, means you know that ideal gas equation PV is equal to nRT and P is equal to N by V into RT. N by V is nothing but concentration. Suppose I have 3 terms, PD, partial pressure of D, partial pressure of E as well as partial pressure of A. So partial pressure of D will be equal to concentration of D into RT. Partial pressure of E will be equal to concentration of E into RT. Partial pressure of A will be equal to concentration of A into RT. So I am taking these as 3, 4, 5 and I am substituting these equations 3, 4, 5 in second equation. So what happens? So in place of PD, I am keeping that CDRT. Okay, because PD is equal to CDRT, so CDRT whole power 1. Next one, PE. Instead of PE, CERT whole power 1. PA. So it is CART whole power 2. So what happens if you separate all these things? CD whole power 1, CE whole power 1, RT power 1, RT power 1. So what it becomes? RT whole square. CA square RT whole square. So what happens? RT whole square will be getting cancelled. So this thing, how is this? Same like that of this one, first equation. So instead of this we can place Kc. Okay, so here CD power 1, CE power 1, CA per whole square, it is taken as Kc. RT 2 minus 2, it will be 0. RT power 0, anything to the power 0 is 1. So Kp will be equal to Kc in this reaction. Okay, I hope that you understood. Instead of that I am giving the generalized equation. See once here, this is A stoichiometric coefficient, all I am taking the gaseous state. A gaseous state, B gaseous state, C moles of C in gaseous state, D moles of capital D in gaseous state. If I want to write Kc, how I will be writing? Concentration of C whole power C, concentration of D whole power D, concentration of A whole power A, concentration of B whole power B. Or concentration, you can write it as concentration C whole power C, concentration D whole power D, concentration A whole power A, concentration B whole power B. And we know that partial pressure, how we will be writing? Partial pressure of C whole power C, partial pressure of D whole power D, partial pressure of A whole power A, partial pressure of B whole power B. Same in the above way. We know that PV is equal to nRT, P is equal to N by V RT, P is equal to CRT. So if I want partial pressure of C, what it becomes? Concentration of C into RT. If I want partial pressure of D, it is concentration of D into RT. If I want partial pressure of B, it is concentration of B into RT. If I want partial pressure of A, it is concentration of A into RT. Substituting 3, 4, 5, 6 in this equation, equation 2, because PC you are having here, PD here, PB it is here, PA it is here. Okay, substitute all the things here. What happens? So Kp will become C power C, RT whole power C, CD RT whole power D, CA RT whole power A, and CB RT whole power B. Separate this. C power C, concentration of C whole power C. Okay, concentration of D whole power D, RT whole power C, RT whole power D. This one also same. Concentration of A whole power A, RT whole power A, concentration of B whole power B, RT whole power B. And you bring all the things one side, C power C, this one, C power D, this one, C power A whole power A, C power B whole power B, and these two. What I am writing is RT whole power C plus D. Here, RT whole power A, RT whole power B. So I can write it as RT whole power A plus B. So, and this one is, how is this? This is like Kc. So Kp is equal to Kc, RT whole power. I think C plus D is number of moles of products. See, if you see here, this is mole, this is mole. These two are C plus D is nothing but total number of moles of products. And A plus B is moles of reactants. So what I am writing, instead of writing A plus C plus D, okay, I am writing it as number of moles of products by RT whole power number of moles of reactants. Okay, C plus D is nothing but NP, number of moles of products, and A plus D is nothing but NR, number of moles of reactants. Okay, now what I am doing is Kp is equal to Kc, RT whole power, if I send upside, number of moles of products minus number of moles of reactants. So instead of writing this one, I am writing it as delta N. Delta N is nothing but number of moles of products minus number of moles of reactants only. I am writing, instead of in this way, I am writing this one. So what will become the equation? Kp will be equal to Kc RT whole power delta N. Kp is measured in atmospheres, Kc is measured in moles per liter, R is 0.0821 atmospheres liters moles per Kelvin, T is in Kelvin, and N is moles only, right? In number of moles of products minus number of moles of reactants, which are gases only. Remember this, which are in gases only, then only this is applicable, right? Now let us take some questions and solve that questions. Show the relation between Kp and Kc. This is the first question. H2 in gas state, I2 in gas state, it is in equilibrium with 2 moles of HA in the gas state. First calculate the delta N now. Okay, delta N is equal to Np minus Nr. How many number of moles of products here? 2. So this is 2 minus this minus number of moles of reactants. Here it is 1 and here also it is 1. So it is 1 plus 1 reactants. So it is 2 minus 2, it is equal to 0. So general relation is Kp is equal to Kc RT whole power delta N, and delta N you have got it at 0. Anything to the power 0 is equal to 1. So Kp will be equal to Kc. In this particular equation, Kp is equal to Kc. So delta N is equal to 0 means Kp will be equal to Kc. Suppose if you go for this equation, N2 in the gas state, 3H2 in the gas state, 2 moles of NH3 in the gas state. First calculate delta N. Delta N is equal to number of moles of products minus number of moles of reactants. Number of moles of products are 2 minus reactants. How many are there? Here 1 mole, here 3 moles. Both are gases only, right? So it is 1 plus 3. So it becomes 2 minus 4. It is minus 2. So Kp is equal to Kc RT whole power delta N. Delta N we have got minus 2. If you send this one this side to this side, it becomes Kp by RT whole power minus 2. It comes into the numerator. It becomes Kp into RT whole square is equal to Kc. See, from this equation, if you multiply Kp you are taking some value and you are multiplying this Kp with some number. So let me take Kp is equal to 5, RT is equal to 10. Okay, what will be the Kc value? So it is 5 into RT is 10, 10 square means 10 square it is 100, 100 into 5, 500. Kc will be 500. Means among Kp and Kc, which is bigger? Kc only bigger. So Kc you are getting by the product of Kp as well as RT whole square. Automatically here Kc should be greater than Kp. I think you are getting this one. Kp you take one value, RT you take one value. You square that value and you make the multiplication so that you will be getting the value of Kc. Means when you compare the Kc as well as Kp value, automatically Kc will be bigger than Kp. Right? And take one more this equation, PCl5 in equilibrium with PCl3 plus Cl2, all are in the gas state. Calculate the delta N. Number of moles of products minus number of moles of reactants. Number of moles of products here 1, here also 1. So total it is 2, 1 plus 1 minus number of moles of reactants it is 1. So 2 minus 1 it is 1. So Kp is equal to Kc RT whole power delta N. Kp is equal to Kc RT whole power 1. So if you multiply Kc with some value, that will be equal to Kp here. Okay. Kc whenever you are multiplying with RT means the product of Kc and Kp, that will be equal to Kp. Okay. The product of Kc into RT whole power 1, that will be equal to the value of Kp. Means what is that indicating? Kp is greater than Kc. So in a simple way, it can be noted in this form. Whenever delta n is positive, okay, number of moles of products minus number of moles of gaseous, number of moles of reactants. Delta n is nothing but number of moles of products minus number of moles of reactants which are in gaseous state. Whenever delta n is positive, Kp is greater than Kc. Whenever delta n is 0, Kp is equal to Kc. Whenever the delta n is negative, Kp is less than Kc. So let us take one question, some questions with respect to this one, and solve that, so that you will be getting a clarity over the concept. So students, after each topic I am writing the questions and I am solving all the questions. Why means so as to get clarity over that particular concept there itself. Okay, if you learn the concept now, or if you learn the entire chapter regarding the concept, and if you do at the last, what happens? By that time you will forget all the things. Okay, so as to not arise that type of problem, what I am doing, immediately after completing one content, immediately I am taking the questions whatever that has come in the previous exams or some type of examples, and I am solving there itself, so that be clear with each and every content. If you are good at listening as well as solving these questions, automatically advanced rank will be in your hand. This is sure. Okay, so let us go into the content now. SO2 in the gaseous state plus half O2 in the gaseous state, it is getting converted to SO3 in the gaseous state. In this reaction, if Kp is equal to Kc RT whole power x, then what will be the value of x? This is the question that has come in IIT 2014. So A is equal to half, B is equal to 3 by 2, C is equal to minus half, D is equal to minus 3 by 2. Okay, and you know, first while writing the relation between Kp and Kc, we should calculate the delta n value, number of moles of products in gaseous state minus number of moles of reactants in the gaseous state. So products, how many are there? 1 mole minus reactants, how many are there? 1 plus half. So it is 1 plus half. What happens? 1 minus half, it becomes plus 1 minus 1 will be getting cancelled, so it will be equal to minus half. So what is this x? This is delta n value. So it is r power Kp is equal to Kc RT whole power minus half. So the answer will be minus 1. So students, if you are still more interested, just first only you do that, and afterwards you check the answer. Okay, without looking at the answer, try to solve this question. N2 plus 3H2, it is in equilibrium with ammonia. See, all are in the gases only. Okay, I have forgot to write all these gaseous conditions. All are in gaseous state. In this reaction, if Kp is equal to 1.44 into 10 power minus 5 at 500 degrees centigrade, what is the Kc value? This has been come in the IIT 2000 year. Okay, pause the video and try to solve the answer. I hope that many of you got the answer. Right, these are the options. See, let me take Kp is equal to, first we should go for the calculation of delta n, number of moles of products minus number of moles of reactants. See, number of moles of products, how many here? 2 minus number of moles of reactants. This is 1 mole as well as this is 3 moles. So it is 1 plus 3. So 2 minus 4 will be getting minus 2. So Kp will be equal to Kc RT whole power. Delta n means Kp is equal to Kc RT, what? RT whole power minus 2. If you send RT this side, what happens? It becomes Kp by RT whole power minus 2. What is the Kp value? He has mentioned 1.44 into 10 power minus 5. What is R value? 0.0821. Okay, and T value. T value, it is nothing but it is taken as 500 degrees centigrade. So if you convert into Kelvin, plus 273, so that it will be converted to 773 whole power minus 2. Check out the answer where it is present. That will be the answer. So it is present in B. So 1.44 into 10 power minus 5 by 0.08 into 773 whole power minus 2. Right, student, I will be stopping here, and tomorrow we will be continuing with characteristics of equilibrium constant. Thank you.